Well, hi, my name's Leanne and I live in Australia, as you can see in the background there. There's the kangaroos. I've just gone for a walk this morning and come across this little group of 3 kangaroos. We often see them here. They're not far from our house. They don't seem too worried about anything. You might have seen my husband's videos, Garry Day. He's had stage 4 prostate cancer, which has metastasized into most of his bones, and he's spoken in 3 episodes about that. And I just thought I'd do this little video this morning to introduce myself and to tell you a little bit about my story. Garry went into the doctor because he was having trouble getting up every 45 minutes at night, going to the toilet and finding he couldn't wee, that sort of thing. Became quite disruptive. We thought it was probably a urinary tract infection or something like that, so we went to the GP, to his GP, and I said, would you like me to go in with you? He said, no, I won't be long. He went in there for a little while and he came out and he was white as a sheet, and I said, is everything okay? And he said, well, the doctor thinks I might have cancer. And you could see that it had knocked him for a 6. For those in America that don't know what that means, we play cricket in Australia, and a 6 is when they hit the ball right out of the park, as you might say over there, on the full, right over the fence. And you could see that's how Garry felt. And after that it was all quite swift. We were very fortunate to have good health insurance. And Garry, being an ex RAAF, Royal Australian Air Force, with this particular disease he received full care, full coverage for anything that he needed, so that was really good. He had a TURP operation, like a rebore. They found a Gleason 9. They did the scans, which I'll show you again. Shows that the cancer has spread to most of his bones, and really there's nothing they can do. They told him it might be 3 to 5 years, although it's so uncertain, everyone's different. And he's now ceased treatment with the hormone treatment, which is what he was on, because of the side effects that it gave him. Terrible fatigue, he was spending a lot of time in bed, and he said, I just don't want to live like that. I'd rather just let nature take its course. But as you can see from his videos, he's, psychologically he's doing really well, and the reason for that, and the only reason for that, is the faith that he has, that we both have, and the peace that God gives us. We believe in God, and we believe that there's a place for us after this life, and that really the time that we all spend here is very momentary, very short in comparison to eternity, and that's why we believe this time counts, what we do here, and the decisions we make prepare us for whatever our eternity holds. That's our belief, and that's what gives us peace. We believe that there's a loving God. He's not a God that's up there looking at everything we do wrong and punishing us with diseases and things like that. Humankind brought disease on itself, we believe, because we sinned against God and we rebelled against him, and some of us are still rebelling against him. We all do, in a way, at times, I think. But during the times that we spend in those bitter pools where we have difficulties and challenges such as Garry and I have now, we can put our faith and hope and trust in God. As it says in his word, when you're afraid, put your trust in him. And that's what David did, King David, in the Old Testament, in the Psalms. He said that so many times, when I'm afraid, I put my trust in you. And that's what we do. We just live one day at a time. And we know that one day our lives will end, some sooner than others, we know that. But they'll all end one day. And we will have to give an account. That's what we believe. And so that's what I'll leave with you today. One day at a time. Great song, isn't it? I'll say goodbye to you now and see you next time.